Mr. Williams, who would the star that you call next?
Stephen Vann.
Stephen Vann. I'm gonna let you have it again. Mr. Vann, if you'll raise your right hand for me, sir.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Mr. Vann, you can sit down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Vann, let me talk to you real quick before you get started with your testimony. The jury is out here. That's who you're speaking to today. Please speak loud enough and in that mic close enough that everybody can hear you. Second thing is if you hear an objection, if you'll pause your testimony, I'll instruct you on how to proceed, okay? Make sure you speak up and in that microphone. Mr. Williams?
Good afternoon. Would you state your name for the record?
Steve Walker Vann.
Mr. Vann, do you recall getting pulled over by a sheriff's deputy on April 17th of 2018 here in Jackson County?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Were you by yourself or did you have anybody with you at the time?
At the time, I was by myself.
Okay. And what car were you driving?
My 2001 Chevy Tahoe.
Was that, at that time, was that a car that you were driving regularly or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you driving it daily?
At that time, yeah, you could say that.
Yes, sir. Where were you going when you were pulled over?
The Cobb's alignment shop.
And when you were pulled over, what did the deputy tell you the reason for the stop was?
First, he told me that there was something, my plates came back saying something that I didn't have no insurance. And I presented my insurance packet with the receipt that I paid a week early.
And you said at first, was there another reason he told you for the stop?
After he come back from his car, he said that he also put me for crossing the double yellow line. And I told him there ain't no way. We just come out of the S-curves right there on Connersville Highway. And I passed the car. You know, if I crossed the double yellow line, I would hit the car.
Well, does he end up searching your car that day?
Yes, he did.
How did that happen?
Well, he got my license and the insurance information that went back to his car, and he come back and he goes, "What kind of cigarettes are you smoking there?" Well, I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "Marlboro Light, you want one?" You know? And then he's like, "No, I smoke burnt marijuana." And I kind of lost it then because I knew what time it was.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you next. Now, you've been in trouble before, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
You've been convicted of felonies, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many times?
5 times.
All right. And now let's just come out and say it. You had been released from prison not long before this.
3 weeks, maybe exact.
I'm sorry?
3 weeks.
Okay. So when you're pulled over on this day here in April, and he says he smells marijuana, what are you thinking?
Here we go again.
Okay. Had you been smoking any marijuana that day?
No, sir.
Well, what did you, I'm sorry?
I like to know, you know,
Well, let me, let's see if we get to it. Let me ask
Okay.
some questions so we don't have something come out before it needs to. How about
Okay.
that? So, did you end up agreeing to let him search the car?
at first I was assisting to. I said, "You want to search this car? You search it, man. You know, search it all you want."
Okay.
You know,
Why did you say that?
Sir?
Why did you say that?
Because I know that's their gateway entry, and I knew my truck was clean.
Okay.
I knew it was.
Where did you go when he searched your car? Did you stay right there, or did you go somewhere else?
He instructed me to sit there in the front of his patrol car.
Where was his patrol car compared to your car?
Probably about 15 foot back from the rear of my truck.
Okay, and did you go back there and stay there the whole time he was searching?
I sure did.
Were you ever able to see or get a good look at him while he was searching the inside of your car?
No, sir. I was there behind it.
Okay, where did he start? Did you see what side of the car he started on?
The driver's side.
How long, do you remember how long he was at the driver's side?
Probably 5-10 seconds
Okay, where did he go after that?
behind the driver's seat.
All right, and next?
He proceeded and he passed around the cargo doors, went to the passenger side, front seat, driver's side. I mean, passenger side.
Now, was he wearing his search gloves at this point?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Do you recall him, between the time of him first stopping you and what you're describing now, do you remember him going back and forth to his patrol car at all?
Yes, twice.
Was this, just so we're clear, was this something that you were able to see what he was doing back at the patrol car?
No, sir.
Judge, at this time, I would move to publish State's Exhibit 4F as in Frank. It is a body camera video related to this stop.
Any objection, Mr. Davis?
No objection, Your Honor. We have an instruction.
Jury, I'm going to go ahead and read you an instruction on this video. Members of the jury, you're about to view a video recording. The court instructs you that the recording has been edited to eliminate irrelevant portions of that. Would not add to your understanding of the case. The fact that the recording has been edited should not concern you in any way and must not impact the way you view and consider this evidence. You may publish now, counsel.
Go ahead, Ms. Bittner. Now, Mr. Vann, at this point, we can see that he's at the passenger side. You previously testified that he had already been on the driver's side, correct?
Correct.
Was this the first time that he was at the passenger side that you can recall?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Bittner, could you resume the video? All right, now, Mr. Vann, do you have a center console in this car?
Correct.
And does it have a lid?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you able to see that in this portion of the video?
Yes, sir.
All right, describe how the lid works and where it is in this.
It opens up from the driver's side, has a push button that you open up and it opens towards the passenger side. And then it has probably, I don't know, 9 to 10 inches of depth inside.
And this, khaki or light brown portion at the top of the screen, is that the top of that console lid opened up?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Bittner, could you resume the video? Now, that black bag that the defendant just took out, was that in that console?
No, sir.
Can you resume the video?
2554. All is going to be the drive around 10-6 vehicle search. Come on, man. You ain't had nobody in the vehicle with you? Have you had anybody in the vehicle with you lately?
Crystal in there,
Crystal who?
Ackmore or something like that. I don't know what.
Okay. Honesty's going to go a long way with me, okay, man?
Yeah.
All right. I've got to test this. Have you ever seen this before?
No. No, what is that?
Hang out with Deputy Jackson here.
Where'd you get that?
The center console.
There ain't no way, man.
Presumptive positive for methamphetamine. Okay? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If I read you your rights, will you talk to me?
I talked to you, man. I'm just thinking, man. Hey, dude, that was just...
We're going to get there. We're going to get there, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him or her present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost before any questioning if you so desire. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the absolute right to stop answering any time. You also have the right to stop answering any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand each of those rights I've explained to you?
Sure.
Today on this traffic stop, have you asked myself or K-9 Deputy Jackson to allow you to speak to an attorney? Okay. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now? Okay. Okay. All right, man. I explained the reason for my traffic stop, and when we started talking about crossing the line, you explained to me your front end was that line, right? Walked up, talked to you, started talking about a little bit of over in the vehicle, and you made the statement, I know you want to search it. Okay. What was the reason behind that? And then you said, then you were starting to get out, and you were like, go ahead and search it. Like, what's the reason behind that, man?
Because I got pulled over for it, and that's exactly what the officer did. He come up and said, smoke marijuana. Don't smoke marijuana, okay? And that just gave him the right to come in and search.
All right, so I get into the vehicle, okay? You saw me work my way around, same way I search every vehicle, start on the driver's side, go to the passenger side. Open up the center console, pulled all of your papers out of the center console. In the bottom in the corner, there was that little clear baggie painted black, or it's already black with creases in it, okay? In the bottom of it's probably 0.20 of a gram of what appears to be methamphetamine. That's what my field test shows out here on the side of the road, okay? Whenever I came back and talked to you about it, before reading your rights, so I can't even put that in my report, I can't use that against you, you made the statement that you had someone in the vehicle with you, okay? Now that your rights have been read, do you want to tell me, give me some background on who you had, and are they users or anything? Did she go in your center console or anything, man? Possible, maybe. Now before I look any deeper, am I gonna find a pipe or a syringe or anything like that, man? So the last time March. You've been clean ever since, correct? Okay. Where you live at, man?
White Church Pond Road?
White Church Pond.
Yeah.
Have you been pulled over since you got out of prison?
No.
You haven't been pulled over since you got out of prison? Okay. So you don't know where that suspected methamphetamine came from? Well, why would be in your center console, man?
I do not know, man. It scares me. That's my fucking, I'll keep my fucking ride.
It was, like I said, man, it was black. I almost missed it. Whenever I opened up the center console, it was just laying flush on the bottom of the console.
You don't know, I don't know.
You don't know, man?
I don't know, man.
Nothing in your hat or anything like that, man?
No, man. Nothing on me, man. Oh, wow.
When's the last time she was in that vehicle with you, bud?
Earlier.
Earlier?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Vann, this lady that you were given a ride to earlier, was it that earlier that day?
Yes, sir, it was that morning.
All right, where did you take her?
They're over there for Corbin Road.
Now, was she ever in the car by herself?
No,
Was she ever, while you were in there, was she ever going through the console or putting anything in the
No.
console?
no, ain't no reason to.
Had you been in the console earlier that morning? Earlier that day? I mean, you keep
probably-
any, sorry, go ahead.
I probably stuck my wallet or something in there and retrieved it out later or something, but I can't recall that. No, I wasn't in it.
Did you see anything flush there on the bottom of your console, like he said, a little black baggie of meth?
No, no.
And tell us again, where were you going? What were you on the way to do when this happened?
To get my front end line.
All right, Ms. Bittner, she was in the video.
You got the cashier, man, just from your odd jobs that you've been doing?
Yes, sir. I sold some stereo.
There, I mean, you can't think of any other way, man, that I would have got in there. I mean, like I said, man, honesty goes a long way, okay?
I'm being honest, man. I really don't know, man.
Man, like I tell everybody, here, turn, let me be sure. I treat everybody with the same amount of respect they treat me. All right, you've been nothing but respectful, okay? I couldn't ask you to be more respectful, man. I'm just trying to figure out how that stuff got in your car. Turn around and talk to me.
Being serious.
Open up the mouth. Lift your tongue up. Okay. You think she had it? Mike,
Man, I don't know.
you didn't see her use it or anything?
No. No, I don't.
Okay.
Man, I just...
Look, man, you're going to go to jail today for possession of methamphetamine, okay? It was in your vehicle right there at the center console. All right?
Come on, man. Please.
I don't have much discretion with a felony charge, buddy. I don't have much discretion with that, man.
Dude, man, my mom was going to... Oh, man. Dude, I'm serious, dude. Anything. What you want me to do, man?
Listen, man. I don't have discretion with that, okay?
Yeah, man, if I know that she was in there, you think I'd tell you go here and search, man? Come on, man. Really?
People still do sometimes, and that's why I was getting around to the fact that you see the person that was with you, were they using or shooting up or smoking while they were in the car? Because whenever I ask you that, you kind of put your head down and look away. It makes me kind of think that maybe, yeah.
No, man.
Nah?
I'm telling you, man. God.
Okay. All right, man. Go and put your hands behind your back.
Can I smoke a cigarette? Please? Please?
Just hang tight right there. explain you something, man. Go and get you a cigarette. The company you keep sometimes makes you turn into a, okay?
Tell everybody to stay away from me, too.
Okay. See you later. You know, I'm going to tell you your vehicle, too. Okay. 2554. Go ahead and show me 1015 and roll a rotation on 1070, please. Listen, buddy, I don't think you're a bad guy, okay? Sometimes people we hang around, they'll get in bad situations, right?
This fact right here, man. I mean, oh, man, you don't know how hard this is. Okay, when I got out, man, my house got broken into, all my shit stolen. I had nothing, man. Ultimately, everything stolen from me, man.
Where did you live at the time?
The same place.
Same place, man.
Just a minute, Mr. Vann. Now, Mr. Vann, were you arrested and taken to jail by the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Judge, I'd move to publish State's Exhibit 4E as in Echo, a detention report from the Jackson County Jail related to Mr. Vann.
Any objection?
No objection.
Give me 1 second, counsel. You may publish.
Ms. Bittner, could you pull that up on the screen? Are you able to see that in front of you, Mr. Vann?
Yes, sir.
All right, is that the photo of where you were booked in the jail on these charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Bittner, can I get you to scroll down a little bit? In the middle there, on the right-hand side, there's a box, right, where Ms. Bittner's moving the mouse there, for book date and release date. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Are those the dates that you were in jail on this? 17th to the 18th?
Yes,
of
sir.
April 2018?
Yes, sir.
That's all I have, Judge.
Mr. Davis?
We're going to finish the video?
I don't plan on it.
Yeah.
You wanted to play it before you go, Mr. Davis?
Yes.
If you'll finish the video.
Ms. Bittner, could you just resume?
I think there's only about...
That's fine.
my computer. I'm gonna finish searching and make sure I didn't miss anything. Last name Vann.
Vann?
Yeah. Thought I was a damn pipe at first. If you want to, son. I sure appreciate the help. I'm just recording no further evidence here, buddy.
Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Greg. Good afternoon, Mr. Vann. Just a couple of questions for you. Who is this? You said you had somebody named Crystal in the car with you?
Earlier that morning, yes.
Okay, and how do you know her?
It was just a friend.
Okay. Did you ever know her to use methamphetamine?
I couldn't say.
Okay. While Mr. Wester was searching your car, you were standing by his vehicle with the other deputy, correct?
I was standing by myself at first until Deputy Jackson pulled up after he already commenced his search.
Okay. How long had he been searching before the other deputy showed up?
Whenever he was on the passenger side, Deputy Jackson pulled up and he asked me how I was doing. I said, all right, watching this jackass make a jackass out of himself, and that's when he proceeded back with the so-called baggie.
Okay. And you had tested, or I guess it was on the video, and you mentioned also that you had just within the last month or so gotten out of prison for
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
And I believe on the video you said that your house had been broken into while you were in prison?
Yes, sir.
So when you got out, all your stuff had been stolen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you weren't selling meth to kind of make up for anything there?
No, sir, one way I do that is to go back to prison.
You did it before.
It don't mean I had to do it again.
And when Mr. Williams was asking you some questions about the reason you were pulled over, and you talked about crossing the double line, in response to that, you told Mr. Williams that that didn't happen because there was another car, correct?
Another car passed, yes.
Okay. But on the video, when Mr. Wester says something to you about crossing the double line, that's when you mentioned you were on your way to go get the front end fixed because the front end was out of line, correct?
He mentioned the reason why he pulled me over, and he was talking about the crossing the double yellow line, and I was like, no way.
Hold on a second, Mr. Vann. Let me listen to my question.
Okay.
Okay? You just watched the video,
Right.
right? And on the video, you say that your front end was out of line when he questioned you about crossing the double yellow line, correct?
He said, the reason I pulled you over was crossing the double yellow line.
And then you responded on the video saying that your front end was out of line and you're going to get it fixed, right?
Correct, go ahead.
Okay. That's what I was trying, because what you said in response to Mr. Williams was different than what was on the video. Were you aware that this Crystal was a known drug dealer?
No.
No further questions.
Mr. Williams?
At the point, excuse me, sorry. Mr. Vann, at the point that Mr. Wester, the defendant, was telling you the reason for the stop and mentioned how you crossed the double line, you had already been told that he said he found meth in your car, correct?
All right.
All right, now in the video, we saw the reaction that you had and the impact it had on you, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, what was your bigger concern, potentially going back to prison or getting a ticket for crossing a line?
Going back to prison.
Okay, that's all.
Anything else, Mr. Davis?
No, you're right.
Mr. Williams, you want to keep Mr. Vann subject to any recall?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vann, the state's asked to keep you as a witness, thus you're not released from your entire service because you may be recalled at some point in this case. What that means is I don't want you discussing what you testified to in here or what questions you were asked with anybody else outside of this courtroom. Can you do that for me, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're released for this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Vann. Mr. Williams, understanding where we're at for the afternoon, is this a good time to adjourn for the day?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Davis, you would agree with that?
I wouldn't, Your Honor.
One thing that you begin to understand as we do this, jury, is sometimes we get ahead of pace, sometimes we get behind pace. This is going to be our ending point for the day. I can't promise you that every day you will be this fortunate and get out at 3:15, but today you are. And so you're going to be free here in just a second to go about your business for the rest of the day. Let's talk about what my expectations are, especially as we leave here today. We had a long discussion last Wednesday about the attention that this case may receive with respect to any sort of media that may be covering it. I am instructing you not to watch any sort of news or read any sort of newspaper that has to do with this case. That includes any sort of blog, website, etc. Don't look up anything on your phone. Don't do any research. Don't tweet, text, email, do any communication with this case. Don't talk with each other about this case. Don't talk with your spouse about this case. Don't talk with your kids about this case. When you leave here today, you do not do anything with respect to this case until you come here tomorrow morning. That ensures that our system of justice preserves and acts like it's supposed to act, and that is a critical component of how we need to behave on an ongoing basis, especially as this is your first afternoon outside the presence of the court. A couple things, if you'll leave your notepads in your chair, I will take them up for the evening. I'm going to let you take your jury badges home with you. If you'll just have them on when you arrive tomorrow morning. Our schedule for tomorrow is as follows. If you'll be in the jury room at 8:20 a.m., we'll get started somewhere right around 8:30 a.m. Again, if you'll be here at 8:20, and we will have a full day of testimony, we'll jump right into that tomorrow morning. Again, you're going to be adjourned for the day. Leave your notebooks here. Take your badges with you home. Mr. State Attorney, anything else from the state's perspective?
No, Judge.
Mr. Davis, anything else from the defense's perspective?
No, Your Honor.
Appreciate your service today, jury, and we will see you bright and early at 8:20 tomorrow morning.
All rise.